Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is currently 30 degrees with the humidex, which means it's 86 Fahrenheit with the humidex. It is a hot, we have a heat warning because us northerners fry at 80 degrees. Sunny, air quality is the pits. I've been down here kind of sorting and organizing and more playing than anything. It's Sunday afternoon, and I figured that today we could do some altered tickets. I haven't done that for a while, so I pulled out my tickets. I realized that I have very little yellow bits for the Rainbow Journal that we'll be working on Friday. So I'm going to use yellows to make this one yellow, and I don't have lots of blue either, so I'm going to do that one in blue and then, of course, green. But I thought, why can't I turn these into tickets too? Because I always end up with these little bits from, hey, Melody, welcome. I'm good today. How are you? I always end up with these ripped off things from the tops of all those paint swatch things I've got. So I figured I could turn those into little faux tickets as well as doing these. So I am not great at doing tickets. My tickets always look really kind of bizarre. And because I do, I'm still in that multi-mass making kind of mode from having my own businesses and selling stuff. I just like to do multitudes of certain things, if that makes sense. So, as I say, I pulled out these as well. I figured they'll just make nice little staying home inside out of the heat. Yeah. Yeah, I've done some. I am not overly impressed with my visions on them. So I know that I have done photo tickets here in the past, and people have helped talk me through doing them. So I was kind of hoping that we could throw ideas around and play with them together. I know that tickets need numbers on, so I pulled out my bin of numbers. Um, I've got glue. I've got all my stuff to play with. I just need to have some ideas. I also don't use a lot of die cuts and that kind of thing. It's not that I don't have any. I have them. I actually pulled out my bin of die cuts as well. Well, that one's I've used for something. I use them for cutting out little holes too. So there, we have a nice layout. So we can just play, just add and play. I have a really mucky coffee cup. Are you in the US, Melody? I'm just getting comfortable here. My camera, I pushed my table again, obviously, because you can see me instead of my stuff. So since I want to do these, one of the white ones in yellow, I pulled out, I've got a bin of borders, right? So I pulled out yellow border, and I figured I could use a yellow border on each of them just to add a little bit of something different, so that they flow. West Virginia? Okay. I am in Canada, and it is 86 Fahrenheit and we have a heat warning. So that's really warm for us here in Manitoba. All us whiny Canadians can't deal with the heat. So I think I'll use this one. Yeah, it's got some orange ink on it. But hey, Anne, welcome. I'm going to do some decorative tickets today. And I decided that these tops of my paint tabs would make great tickets. So I pulled out border because I don't have yellow tickets. And since this week is going to be yellow for the journal, I figured I should have some sort of yellow something. I did finish off the orange pages. I am over the heat and I am over the smoke. I could probably handle the heat, but the smoke and my breathing are not compatible to me going out and working in my yard. So Ron's having to do all the stuff. It is crazy. It is. We're in the 30s here, and that's just wild. Absolutely wild. So I can give you a quick kind of flippy through of the orange that I did for the journal. So that's the cardstock cover page. And then I just did a lot of doodling and filling ins of things. I did a lot of just white paper, tore it, um, painted the edge, and did some doodles on it. Just as stuffing, you know. So I've got lots of that. This is a flip. I'm hoping that there's room for writing, more of the painty white paper. I did these little twinchies for in the envelopes. I also did a 2-inch circle punch and put it in the tiniest of the envelopes. And then I did some of my painted roses and I made it so that it's kind of like a little book thing. There's no pages in it, just the smoke is horrible, absolutely horrible. So I did those for them. More just, some fish. Gotta have some fish. Oh, and I broke down and I made some orange chickens. Don't tell Jean. So I just had some fun doing some doodles and finding stuff to stuff things with. Lots of writing space. This is a tag that I had sitting in my bin of tags. Because I thought, I don't really have very many tags, so I had to make some tags. There's a chicken. I did one of my chickens, but in orange. Thanks, Melody. And then I had these tags sitting in. I've got a bin of ready to be stuffed that I can just pull and stuff things, right? So I've got tags and all kinds of bits. Very little orange, very little yellow. I'm very surprised that it's really low on that. And then this is another tag from the bin. Another chicken. Because gotta have chickens, guys. Gotta have chickens. More of the white paper with the paint edge and doodle. And the same on the back. I doodled that piece up because I didn't want the words to be legible. So there's my orange. My orange. Oh, thanks, Anne. So I've done my red, done my orange. This week is yellow. I really don't have much in the way of yellow painty papers. I may have to food dye some. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. So I figured, like I say, I'm going to do one set of these tickets in yellows so that I've got stuff for Friday. And don't forget, we're going to be on Jean's channel this Friday. I'll have to, her page is in my description box from last Friday, but I can definitely put it in again this Friday for this week. So let's do this bottom one in yellows. I'm going to just cut little pieces of this off because 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got this little piece that I can use on something else. I have glue here someplace. How are you, Barbara? Bit of glue. Elmer's Glue All, that's my go-to for everything. My go-to. And because this is border that I had doodled, I'm just going to put it on the edges, sort of on the edges. And I don't have to keep these tickets in a strip, right? I can break them down and put them on various pages in the signature. Anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing. I don't know if I'll use them as text spots or just as like a little cluster in the corners. Never know what it's. Yeah, it is. It's crazy hot. I was just saying, us Canadians, it's only what 86 Fahrenheit with the humidex, and we've got a heat warning because us Canadians don't do heat. We just don't do heat. Hey, Shaz, welcome. I am making tickets, altered tickets, and I'm going to use these tops of the paint. Those paint chip things I've got. I'm going to turn those into faux tickets because I can. And because why? Just because I can, basically. I did pull out, this is the only yellow ribbon I've got. It doesn't glue down worth a darn. It has to be stapled. So I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. And I did pull out, because I'm thinking maybe I'll run these through the die cutter. So I've got some stuff. And then I've got lots of yellow lace, but I pulled this out because I thought it would be really cute just on the tickets. So I'm just starting by putting this border stuff down. So I put some edging on each of the little tickets. I could take a yellow highlighter and probably color these, and then they would be yellow, wouldn't they? Let's do that. I have a yellow highlighter. Use my boarding house reach here. Grab it. We'll see how it works. Are highlighters waterproof? I guess we'll find out. Oh, nice. It does. It colors really nicely. I don't know why I didn't think of this for the orange, because I was saying I didn't have orange ink. But I had lots of orange. For some reason, I had lots and lots and lots and lots of orange. There, we cheated. We made yellow tickets out of white ones. I like it. Yeah, it's not solid, but that's okay because I'm going to be adding stuff to it anyway. Hey, Beth, welcome. I'm making altered tickets. You helped me with the other ones and talked me through them. And I've got all these paint chip tops from, I've got all these paint chips. I've got a bazillion of them. So these top things come off. And I want to turn those into tickets as well. Just because it's something different. And I haven't done this for a while. And you know how it goes. Okay, so I've got a little bit of paper stuff down. Let's just take little wee snips of lace and add them. I don't want lots because it's a ruffly lace. And I know people put a lot of, what are they? Buttons. I'm not putting buttons on. I'm trying not to have as much bulk because the two signatures that I've got for this journal already are pretty fat. This is going to be one of those alligator mouth journals because, you know. Yeah, get your tickets here. So we're just going to put a little bit of lace down. Not sure exactly how these are going to turn out because, it's always a surprise. Things never turn out the way you really, really envisioned them, or at least not when I do them. Ticket for the rodeo. Yep. I don't want to cover up the numbers. I like the numbers on them because they're all different. It shows that it's from a strip of tickets, not pre-printed, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. Let's add some up here. This lace does not want to glue down. I may have to put clothespins on it until the glue dries. We'll see. We'll see. I might be able to. No, I think I have to put clothespins on them. But that's okay because I got lots of other tickets to be playing with while we're waiting for these to dry, right? Right. I have one of those plastic drawer things, it's like a tower of drawers, 4 or 5 plastic drawers. And on the edge, where the drawers slide in and out, I keep my clothespins. So they're nice and handy and ready for me to grab. Okay, so we're just going to put those to the side so they can dry. Silly lace. So I pulled out this little bin of die cuts and little bits of things. So I actually have some die cut butterflies. So I'm going to pull out yellow ones for the yellow tickets. Because I really want them, yellow for the. And then I've got some leaves. We could put leaves on some. I've got negative space things. Normally I doodle on them. I've got some punched flowers. Then I've got all these like tab things. Those I think are too big for tickets. I've got lots of wee little hearts. Okay, so I have lots to choose from, and I'm making a mess already because this is the way the desk is today. I had tidied up from doing the orange on Friday, but not well enough. So I think what I'm going to do with these ones is I'm going to start by taking some book page and putting it on them. Don't want the edges. Spangled Rodeo? Is that the way the song goes? Can't remember. I know the song, but I can't remember how it goes. Star Spangled Rodeo? Okay. So, as I say, I'm going to put some paper down on all of these. I did pull out all my numbers, Beth. I've got a box full of numbers. But I just want to kind of cover up some of this deluxe stuff. Glue. Glue. Theme is the lyrics. Yeah. So what have you guys been up to? Maybe anybody been up to anything fun and exciting? I never did make it out on that tour yesterday because of the air quality and the heat. Figured it wouldn't be very good for me out there. Look, I flip the pages over every single time. I don't know. Same both sides, Kim. You don't have to flip it over. Don't have to. You're about 5'4". Yeah, me too. Except I'm shrinking now, because we do shrink as we get older. 15 pounds of cheese yesterday. Nice. Ron picked tomatoes, so I have to make tomato soup later on. Not sure if it's going to be tomato soup or if I'm actually going to make some spaghetti sauce out of this pick. You notice I flipped that one too, guys. Jane Austen journal? Awesome. That's very cool. Oh, see, I flipped that one over and I shouldn't have. Oh, big 36, doesn't matter. So these are just going to be like little clusters, I think, if that makes sense. Yeah, I noticed on Facebook one of my friends pulls 89 pounds of potatoes out of her garden. That's a lot of potatoes. I don't grow potatoes. I haven't had any luck. Ooh, this one's not ripping nice. You know how sometimes your paper seems to have a grain to it? Doesn't matter. I just need little bits of it anyway. This stuff's going in the garbage. Right away, garbage. And I know, a little too long, a little bit long. I don't know how she's going to store or keep that many potatoes. I don't know if she has a root cellar or not. I would probably chop them up, a bunch of them up, and par bake them for hash browns. And then that way you just have to do them. But I have no idea what she's doing with them. She might can them. I don't know. Oh, that's a little long. I can trim it. We all want to know. Okay, I will message her and ask what she's doing with them. And I will let you know on Tuesday. So I didn't pull out any stamps or anything to use on these. And I know I'm doing a mass make, but that's just how it goes sometimes. You guys have to watch me and make sure that I'm not doing too many exactly the same. If that makes look, flip. It's paper, Kim. A little long. Just want to make sure like the hole is covered up. Let's flip it again. Silly, I tell you. It's a thing. Flip it over. flip it over because, okay, I don't have enough for these two. I'm going to throw those back on the pile over there. So now we've got all these, and they're ready to be decorated. So how about if I have old calendar numbers? Do I want them this small? Like if I put a line of numbers this small, or do I want? I've got bigger ones. I've got bigger calendars. I do somewhere. Oh, come on. Where are my calendars? I could even do something like this. Put that on it. Oh, that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Let's put down just a couple of squares of numbers on some of them. There we go. That's a start for them. We'll glue those down. Oh, I thought, no, my grandkids are going back on Thursday, actually. But it would make sense that, an in service on Tuesday already. That's weird. That is just weird to me. So this is kind of like a glossier paper. Let's hope that it stays stuck. Oh, and why if I have them all oriented this way? Let's do a couple this way. Need another number then. Okay, so maybe we won't call them altar tickets. We can call them just clusters. Maybe. Maybe. I went to Costco last week, Barbara, and they had Christmas stuff out already. Just saying. To me, that's just a little early. Okay. So I've got those numbers. Not doing anything with the tickets yet. I know. Just, it's crazy. What else? I got lots of numbers. But I think I want to we'll work on these. What about little scraps of painty paper on them? Because the painty paper will stick. Oh, yeah. And I've got strips like these too. I printed them. These won't be water because I printed them. Maybe. We'll see. I've got that. And I've got blah, 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 blah. And no! I like doing this kind of thing and having it and then pulling it out and using it as borders in my journals. Just kidding. Painty paper kit. What about, instead of painting paper, I have, what's my Christmas trees on? With scrap paper. Okay, that's napkins, no napkins. This has painting papers. Let's find something. Let's find something we want to use. Purple roses? What about bits of this? I like this. Goodness. I have a mess beside me there. Now, do I want to cut it or do I want to rip it? This is a remote. This is the remote for my audio. Yeah, because I was listening to somebody else stream earlier, and so I have to have that on because I don't have speakers. I have surround sound hooked up to my. Let's little strips, squares. What? Rip it, rip it. Okay. So we got to get rid of the straight edge. Straight edge is gone. Now, do I want it like that? It's okay. That's because I don't have on this side, this right side, over that way, that way, that way. My right side, probably the left on the screen. I don't know. Anyway, on my right hand side, I don't have a table to put things on. I have a round bar stool, and then I have a board on top of my garbage can. And the board on top of my garbage can is where my computer keyboard is. Otherwise, it's usually here. On there. Big one. Big one. Like that. Do I do another batch of them? Anyone? Okay, I'll do one more strip and add it, and then we'll find another paper to add. And we'll add some to that one, and to these two. Oh, these I wanted to do blue. Nah, I'll just play. We'll just do what we're doing. So I'm going to glue these down. Oh, you need to water? Yeah. Our neighbor is away and she messaged or she called me yesterday and she's on the highway and she goes, forgot to touch base before I left. Can you please check my lettuce and water it? So her sprinkler and everything is set up. Just have to go over there and turn it on, but I don't want to turn it on until this evening because I don't want to burn anything because the sun's so stinking hot. Do I want it up and down? Where do I want this? Where do I want this? Let's put it on this one. Like this. That there. A little bit of color. Doot, doot, doot. Too much to choose from. It's supposed to be mindless crafting here. I'm supposed to be mindless today. Supposed to be mindless today. Okay, so now I've got color on some of them. Let's find some more painty paper. I love this, but I love it all together. Put this down. We used that. That's for a page. I could use some of my Kimbit things. Let's pull that off. I'll chop that up and use that. What about these purple roses? I got stuff. That's a fun little shiny bit of. I have stamped napkin. I could use some of that as well. These are too big. This is that rice paper I made, Barbara, that you suggested I try. So I could cut out some of that stuff and put it on. More Kimbits. The purple roses are actually from, I have a embossing folder of the roses, and I use it as a stamp on the gel plate. Let's use some red. And it comes out really, really nice and clear. I'm just looking for some fun bits. I've got really mucky butterflies. This is fun. Purple. Math. Oh, I like that. Not necessarily. Oh, we could use some of this. And I can use some of that. Wrapping paper I don't want to futz with because it's shiny and it doesn't always stick. I can use some of this. I think I'll make some buildings out of this one. What else have I got? What else? This one. Okay, I think I got enough flavor of these here. So I'm just adding color, and after the color, I will add some numbers and do it like that. These ones, I think, whoa, I am going to cut. I don't want them all the same. Have it, we're trying not to be quite so matchy, even though it is going to be kind of matchy. That's true. Not sure that I'll use all of them. The ones that I don't use, I'll throw in my bits book or my cluster book or, something like that. Let's put these down. Just random. Put them down randomly. Put this one right in the middle there. This one can go here like this, right up at the corner. This one can go Doesn't show very nice on that green, so I'll just put it on the white. Oh yeah, I can use all of them in here. I've got enough variety, enough pieces that I can do this. Right in the middle. This one can go up and down, right in the middle. And I'll do one on there too. Just because I can. Right in the middle. Even though it's not quite as visible. See, having some torn, some solid makes a difference. I'm going to, you know what? Oh, hey. Just trimming this down. This is one of the sheets, or from one of the sheets of Kimbits that I posted that you guys can print. They're available on my Meet Your Creativity in the files. It's all little doodled bits. This yellow, I think I am going to keep for those tickets that I'm doing in yellow because I want those for Friday. And then these ones, I'm going to wobble cut them. I am going to wobble cut that because I think that'll be kind of cute going down the ticket. You know what? I have to go from this side. There. There. Got some wobble cuts to add. When you guys do altered tickets, if you do altered tickets, what do you put on them? Inquiring minds like to know. And then, of course, I will probably come back and doodle on these with some ink. I'm really into the doodling lately. Oh, that's very long for there. I will have to cut that in half. Or on the coupons because gently listening. All right. Well, I appreciate you being here, whether you're participating or gently listening. Let's put that like this. That's kind of fun. And let's cut this one again so we can put it on the tickets. Tickets. And this one can go on like this. Slide it down so it fits. I can trim it or leave it. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Nope. I am going to rip this. Really detest these white edges. Have to admit, not a fan of the white edges around it. But I can come back and disguise that. I'm just going to rip this piece like this. I'm only going to use this piece. Just because. I hope you guys aren't finding this too boring. Just showing that you can just grab something and play, make a cluster, make it into an altered ticket. You know, just have some fun with things. I don't know where I want to put you. Let's put it on the white one. Like that. Like that. All right, so we use that. Now this, I actually did, these little roses were then a fluorescent pink paper. Doesn't show on a printer when you print it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some of these little flowers and add them after. And then I'm just going to cut some strips out of this. Not thinking too much. At this stage, I'm just putting stuff down and I'm not really thinking about it. It's more a case of this is background to me. Oops, that's going to cover the numbers. That's okay. That's okay. Just getting a little bit something down on each of them for a base kind of idea. And if you see something that you think I should do, please speak up. Say, hey, try this. Because we all know Kim loves a squirrel. There. I want to leave some of these edges so that you can see the color underneath. Well, on the wonderful tags, on the beiges and grays, not so much. Let's get rid of white. So this has stuff, that has stuff, that needs a stuff. That needs a stuff, guys. It's way far. Just needs some stuff. I hope somebody's playing along with me or just playing while they're here with me. Okay, so we've got, these all have stuff on them. They're sticking to my paper because glue went through the holes. These all have stuff. This does not. So I need to do these. These are pretty good. I really like this. Oh, not tearing nice. Not tearing nice at all. Take off the straight edge. You're coloring? All right. Coloring's fun. I didn't take that straight edge off. That's okay. We'll make do. We will. So some of these are going to end up with 2 pieces of painty paper. That's okay. We're just having fun. Just having some fun with it. There's gonna be lots of this on the green, I think. The cool thing about using your painty papers is even though it comes from the same print, they're not going to be the same when you use them, right? And this is a big one. No, I'm going to rip that down. There. And looking to see where I want to put this one. How about if we put it on this corner? Like that. There we go. Well, slid. Stop sliding. Don't like the sliding. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a whole strip of that one. Pull out. Oh, red. I don't like red and green together. It's going to be on top. Let's use the purple and that pinky stuff. The red's going away because I don't like red and green. It does have a green to it. I don't know because some of the book pages I've ripped up, when I'm ripping across the print, it goes really, really nice and straight. But up and down, it can just be crazy. Okay. There, there, there. That's got 2. Let's put that there. And, oh, there. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing, obviously. I am, but I'm not. Um, I have to be careful because I don't want to have more than 5 layers because 5 layers is the maximum you want. Otherwise, it's too bulky. This one didn't get put down. Where are you going to go? You can go over here. See, like this has 4 already. Okay, put the purple ones down. Yes. That's good to know. Can't really tell that those are purple roses. Still haven't put anything on this set. Wow. I like that, like that. And then this, because it's cut straight, I saved this so I could make some flowers, but I think I'm going to use it. Some of it anyway. Some of it anyway. I like that. I think I'm going to put these tickets away. They're not going to get used. We'll just do what I've got out and pretty much based. Pretty much based. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody that I want to add things to. This one, kind of like that. And I think I want it on. Stop thinking. Just do it. Just do it. Put it down. Just put it down. There we go. Okay, so I've got one ticket that's got nothing on it. Guess we'll pull something totally different. Let's just add this all over the place. Little bits. We will just add these wherever we want. Again, there is really no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. I am just putting stuff down, and then once we start putting numbers, etc. on, it's going to look totally different. Totally different. Where do I want that? Where do I want this? Let's put it with this. Just giving the backgrounds a little bit of interest. That's all this is. All this is. How about on here? And one more. Let's do it. Let's do it on here. There. All right, so now I'm going to pull those yellows over and see if that glue has stuck down. The lace. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, we'll just put these to the side. Get them out of the way. So we're going to use these. These are all going to be pretty much the same. I admit it. And I'll still have a little piece left. That's going to go in my bin for the bits bin. Tuck that there. This one's going to go under here. And you know, I think I just want little pieces to go on top of the lace. The ones that one. And This one. I'm going to have to pull my bits book out later and deal with them. Okay, so the yellows are going to have the butterflies on. Those are going to be the focal points on the yellow ones. They'll be broken up and they'll be going into the journal signature for Friday. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put this yellow aside for now because I'm going to do a little bit of outline on the butterflies and maybe some polka dots or something. So these I am going to put aside. Where I'm not sure. Try not to knock them off of there. So now let's add some more numbers to these, some big numbers. So I've got that fill it in book. I like the big numbers, so I'm going to cut these out. I buy these books at Dollarama. And you get lots of numbers from them. You really do. So we'll start with these. Again, we're just doing some interesting faux tickets. Garbage. Okay. So I'm going to trim it down, put some glue on, and we're just going to start at the bottom and work our way up. And I am just going to put them on randomly. Like this. Just placing them randomly on what I've got. Of course, you can stencil, you can stamp numbers on. It's up to you for what you've got, how much time you want to spend pulling out things. And stamps would go very, very fast. Much faster than me cutting these little numbers like this. But cutting these little numbers like this gives me pleasure. I have to stop putting everything on the right side, left side. I have a tendency to want to put everything on the left. I don't know why that is. Anybody got an idea as to why? Is it because when we write, we start writing on the left? I've got a big gloop of glue on that. My fingers are dirty. Dirty fingers. Not good. As I say, I don't want to put them too thick. And I am going to have to look for some sort of um, little pictures to put on. Yeah, they're normally muck covered. Muck covered is nothing new in my life. If they aren't covered in glue or paint, then they're covered in some sort of kitchen stuff. I wonder. I wonder. I don't know. Like, I mean, when I was putting stuff down, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff on the left, but I do have stuff in the center. I tried to be cognizant of doing that. So these all have a number on them. Back to the left. Back to the left. A left. Left. Stop it. That's crazy. Right down the center, Kim. Right down the center. There we go. Woohoo! Miriam. We'll have to ask Miriam. She probably know, or we'll just have to watch her on her streams and see what she does. Let's put these over here. And of course, I want to come and outline a lot of these things and do some doodling. There, now I'm on the right. On the right, on the right. One more. Oh, I've got two more from this. Then I'm going to go. Oh, it's not her first language? Okay. For middle. I have one more of this, and I'm going to go and grab a book of little calendars, or a little calendar, and use some of those numbers. Come on. Silly thing. Silly thing. I'll just step around the corner for a minute. So I've got these little, I have a whole box of these 2018 calendars from a business in town here, a trucking company. English is my first language. Sailor is my second. I need a staple puller. Ouch. I do have a staple puller. Someplace. You'd think I would have it handy. Magic. Nope. Clothespin, you don't go in the garbage. See, I've got it sitting on the board over my garbage. Okay, so I've got these little calendar things. What I like to do with these. Oh, yeah, Babbel's good. Hi, Babbel. Hi, Babbel lots too. All right. Yeah, I definitely shoved this table when I was playing the other day. So I like to take a calendar and cut strips of numbers like that. So like all Fridays or whatever. I don't need to pick up paint chips from the hardware store because my girlfriend brought me a interior designer's kit, and there are thousands, well, 1,000 anyways, of paint chips. These ones. And I am trying to use them up. And I do use them to paint on and various things. So I've got up and down numbers now. Okay, these all have numbers on. Something like that. Yeah. She is an awesome friend. So you don't have to put all 4 numbers down, of course. You can cut off 3 or just 2. Let's do these into 2s. Not that I need to reserve numbers, but or save numbers, because seriously, I've got so many of these little. Let's see, what should I hold up? So you can see I've got like the number from the fill it in, and then the calendar numbers. Yeah, she's done all really nice stuff on Pantone cards, like paint chips. And then you can do consecutive numbers. You're just doing little things for interest, right? We're just doing interesting things. Oh, I don't want that one on there. I want it on this one. Because I have the 512 here, so I didn't want to put the 234, because then, you know. Yeah, these big paint chips, you can do a lot of things with them. I've painted cats on heads on them. I have. What else have I done with them? I made tickets out of them. I use them for a lot of things. They're really sturdy, right? So that they make good belly bands. The back is glossy, so it's almost like a playing card. You have to be careful on what you stick on. The paint side isn't quite as bad, but that back glossy side can be really annoying. And of course, as much as I try and cut these straight, that's why I have to go around and doodle on around them, is because they're not straight in any way, shape, or form. I love these little calendars for this, I really do. I mean, 1 month will give you, if you're just doing single numbers, up to 31 days, 31 numbers, right? So, but even if you're cutting them out in threes or whatever, you still get an awful lot of usage out of 1 month's calendar. You can see that I didn't cut this straight by any means. Oh, color cubes are cool. Somewhere mysterious in your house. I know about those mysterious places. I have lots of those. Or I put someplace safe, right? Those darn safe places that we put things in. I don't know. I don't know. So, you can put as many numbers as you want, as few numbers as you want. I'm just sticking stuff down. I like the red ones on the weekend, right? Oh, Shaz, I get ya. I so understand that. Ah, red and green. What are you doing? All right. So I still have lots that need a number on. So I'm going to go dig through this box again. I could pull out another month's worth of numbers. I could do more fill-it-ins. I just want to vary the kind of fonts that I have on here. I've got these little calendars, so I'm going to use these wee little numbers now. Oh no. My daughter moved home for a while too, and she moved out. She got her own place, but we still have boxes of her stuff here. They do. I keep saying we need one of those revolving doors. But you know what? I would rather her be here and safe than someplace else. It can and it does, and I don't understand those parents that don't let their kids come home. Definitely would rather them be safe. Because I figure if they're moving out of whatever situation they're in turmoil and stress. They don't need additional stress trying to find someplace to live, right? No, I couldn't do that, Shaz. I can't. I'm one of those moms that my kids know they're welcome here whenever they need to be here. Yeah, always open. Always open, always welcome. Both my kids and my grandkids. Anytime. Anytime. Just looking for ones that I haven't put numbers on yet. These are really little numbers. I don't know how if you're even going to be able to see them. Very little numbers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and I mean, when they're here, yeah, I still make their lunches for work. I make sure that supper's ready when they get home from work. I want them to have as little stress as possible. You know, things that they don't have to think about. They don't have to go grocery shopping. They don't, one less thing off their plate. It's just the way it goes. All right, who still needs numbers? You got numbers, numbers. You don't have a number. This doesn't have a number. This doesn't have a number. Oh, I'm going to have to find more numbers. I need one more set of numbers. I think I'll chop up some more of the fill it in numbers because that's fast. You can go left. I'm going to cut up this line because these are nice big numbers. Yeah, my kids are in their own places too. Unfortunately, I had one daughter come home with the grandbabies, but as I say, I was much rather her be safe. And my grandbabies needed to be in a stable environment. It's amazing how you can make room when you have to. Because even though the house hasn't changed since they grew up in it, I've collected a lot of damn stuff. Pardon the language, but my goodness. It's mostly craft stuff, which is okay. Which is okay. Yeah, I just think that they need to know that there's a stable place they can go. Not that I'm stable, but you know what I mean? Wow, Shaz. Exactly, Anne. Exactly. So true. So very, very true. So now all those have numbers. This one does not have, and that one doesn't have. And I think, too, with them being able to come home, if their kids need to come home, they're more willing for it to happen as well, if that makes sense. That it just carries on to the next generation, should the next generation have to have it as well. And how do you find cooking just for yourself, Shaz? I've often wondered if I would be able to do that. Yeah, my daughter um, had peace and quiet too for a while, and both her kids are going to be home at the end of this month. Yeah, I don't know how to cook for one. I don't know how to cook for two. I always make lots. I like being able to have stuff and put it in the freezer because some days I just don't feel like cooking. So I've got extra numbers now. I'm just adding numbers wherever. It's also nice, like when the grandkids are living on their own, they come and check the freezer out. They are a wonderful invention. They like being able to raid the freezer and have stuff for lunches or meals at home. And I don't mind sharing. I really don't mind sharing. All right, so I've got a whack load of numbers on these things now and the backgrounds. Now it's time to find some interesting focal points. Oh, yeah, modern conveniences, definitely. I appreciate them very, very much. And I admit it. I admit it. Let's put one this way. That way. And I'm just using up these little bits that I've chopped up because why? Because they're already cut and I can use them. I mean, when we had our cottage, we had an outhouse and we had to haul water, and I don't miss it. Well, I do miss it, but I don't miss it. I mean, I probably am out of shape for doing things like that now because I haven't done it for so many years. But some days, as you age, it's kind of hard to even get out of bed. I couldn't even imagine having to go out in the middle of the night to the outhouse. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know how well that would work here. I know that a lot of people here have solar panels, but because we get snow, I don't know how feasible they are. I just don't know. All right. So now it's time to add something interesting to each of these. A little bit of fiber, a little bit of something. I have some cheesecloth sitting here. I can cut some little bits off. So three of them can have cheesecloth with, I don't want to use things like buttons, anything too big. I have a tendency to make my journals very chunky, that this kind of stuff I try and keep to a minimum. Minimal. Okay, we've got stamps on a napkin. I think a lot of these are far too big to go on you know what I mean? That the stamps are way big. So I don't think that's going to work. Let's see what I've got in this die cut bin here. This paper, this is a piece of napkin guts, like the back of the napkins when you take them apart. And I stamped on it, and then Barbara gave me the recipe for this. You put Mod Podge on it. You coat it in Mod Podge on both sides. And then the napkin goes translucent, and it's almost like a plasticky rice paper. So you can see I wasn't very careful with it. The edges are kind of stuck to each other. But yeah, it's really cool. But the stamps I have are too big for putting on little things like this. But yeah, I did the stamps and I put Mod Podge down. You have to put it on parchment paper or wax paper so it doesn't stick, right? So then you coat it. You have to let it dry, and then you flip it over and do the other side. And you can see here, I missed doing one side, so you can still see that the napkin's a little bit white here still. I don't know how the heck I missed that spot, but evidently I did here too. I don't know. Anyway, then you coat both sides and let it dry, and you get these wonderful. I guess I could use the mittens, but not everybody wants mittens in their journal. Not that everybody wants chickens or fish. You're welcome. So I've got 3 little bits of fiber. I've got more. I'll pull the bag out right away. No, I can use this stuff. This is onion bag. I can use that for some fiber because it's nice and thin. I have all these little hearts. I love hearts. I'm going to use some hearts. And I got leaves. I've got some interesting letters. I've got a bin full of letters here too that I can use. Okay, so I've got letters. I've got those little flowers. I've got some fiber. Here's some more fiber. I've got these little stamped pieces. I do have some little stamped pieces in here. But they're big, right? They have a little monkey. He could go. I do have some wee tiny stamped bits. Just have to sort them out. Here, there's the word beauty. I like that. Random things in the bin. These are all little stamps. Why I didn't put them on that sheet is beyond me. But we will use them on these. Oh, I could do some of those little um, yarn yarn bows would be cute. I've got this butterfly ribbon. I can cut a butterfly off for each. There's a key. Is that too big? Oh, there's some more fibery stuff. We'll use that. These are going to be very eclectic, guys. Got this. Little bits of papers. There's another little stamp. Oh, look, here's a little kitty face stamp. I don't know if these were from a Tim Holtz set or what they're from. I get stamps usually at the thrift store. Look, I got a little stick person. Cute. All right, so I've got some of those. Let's pull out some of these letters because I can. And some leaves. And some more butterflies. Okay. Okay. So, got to put the fiber down first. I don't want that big a piece. I just want little bits. Little bits. Definitely just little bits of fiber. Okay, so that's for the fiber. It's going to go on those. Let's take some bits more fiber. And let's chop this into little bits. I love this stuff. It's fun. Yeah, I think that's how it works here too, Shaz. That anything extra the hydro company needs to purchase from you. Oh, I think I'm cutting way much of this. This stuff I'm going to cut in half. This is just a piece of eyelash yarn or whatever. Okay. Then I got these little fiber butterflies. I must have a roll of this somewhere. I was just saying the other day, I don't have butterflies. Yeah, I do. I just never use them. But I like this. This is like a ribbon almost. So it doesn't add lots of bulk. It's about the thickness of 3 pieces of paper or a heavy piece of cardstock. Okay, so then I can add these and those. We'll add the fiber stuff first. Let's grab the bag of fiber stuff from over here. See what else I've got. Well, let's put this down first. Stop. Just because you don't want it, I don't want it on every single one. Yeah, I like the way those butterflies are. I think actually those are going to be focal points. I am doing these like clusters, aren't I? Like these are just total clusters, even though they're tickets glue. So let's start with putting a dab of glue on this end, and we'll put this eyelash stuff in it. Get in there. Doesn't want to play nice. I need a toothpick. I have toothpicks right here. They're all covered in paint and stuff, but I reuse them, right? I don't get rid of them until they're broken. Hey, Beth. That's okay. Sleep is awesome. I'm not getting very far on the tickets. Well, I've got background stuff. I guess they're more like clusters, not tickets now. They've been upgraded. I'm just putting some fiber down on some of them. We had a discussion while you were sleeping, Beth, because I was going, look, I'm putting everything on the left hand side. And evidently, there are other people who have commented that when they're putting things together, they always start on the left hand side when they're building clusters, etc. So I was wondering, do you start on the left hand side too? This is going to be an ongoing poll, I think. No, if I'm putting things down, like on the tickets, I always want to put things on the left hand side of it. I had to consciously think to move things over to the other side. I seem to want to put everything on the left for some reason. So that's go fiber. That's go fiber. Let's have some fiber here. So I'm just putting bits of fiber stuff down. These little bits of rug hooking yarn, I'm going to split because they're pretty thick. They're 4-ply, so I don't want that heavy a fiber. Just adding bits of stuff now. Putting down fiber. On each piece. See, now I'm trying not to put stuff on the left. Everything's going on the right. It's okay. Let's put it on the left over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These all have fiber. Yep, this one needs fiber. Let's use this. That is pricey, especially since they want you to start doing things like that, right? Oops, come back. Yes. Yeah, lithium batteries are brutal for that. I am not a fan of them either. Not a fan. Hmm. Oof. Acrylic yarn also doesn't like white glue very much. It's hard to get it to stick down, or at least I find it not fun. These all have fiber. This one needs a fiber. Let's use this. Those all have fiber. That's a fiber. Yeah. Those all have fiber. You don't have fiber. Okay, so I think I've got fiber on enough of these that they don't all need to have it. Although 90% of them do, or most of them do. It's okay. Just the way it is. Now, need something to hold the fibers down. So now's when you would have another bit of paper or something. I've got this. Just going to rip it into some pieces, and I'm going to use some of this. Yeah, these colors are swearing at each other. You know what? It's okay. I always like having something to hold the fibers down. Just a little bit of an anchor for them. Sequin, yeah, I can use sequins too. I didn't pull any out yet because I'm still kind of building. Because I've got these. These are going to be focal points, and I think a sequin would be a focal point. Yes, no? And I have to admit, I prefer to sew my sequins down because why? Um, all I've got is this Elmer's glue all, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily hold the sequin down tight. You know what I mean? That I'm going to use this orange on not every one. As I say, I'm just using it as an anchor. Is this how you guys do it? I don't think I've watched other people glue fibers down. The cheesecloth holds down pretty good. It's this orange onion bag stuff that's not great. Not great. So I've got all kinds of little scraps on my desk. I'm just going to use a bunch of little scraps. This, with luck, isn't really going to show. As I say, I'm just going to use it as an anchor because paper seems to glue down better than a lot of like the yarns and things. Oh, I've got, I love the clothespins. I have plastic ones, I have wood ones. The wood ones do have a tendency to stick to the glue though. So I try and use the plastic ones more often. But these are all the plastic ones I have. Oh, no, I got two more. Two more. And then I've got lots of like little plastic clamps. As I say, I'm just using up scrap that's on the desk because I don't think that, I'm hoping by the time I'm done, these little pieces aren't going to be visible. Oh, I'll need a clothespin for that one for sure because that's this orange stuff. It also saves, you know how sometimes you have to put them down under a book to hold them weighted down? So you need all the parchment papers and stuff. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to do that. Sorry, just getting comfortable in the chair again. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, I really have to admit, I love having the clothespins available to do this with. Okay, you're done. I don't know if you're going to need a clothespin or not. We'll find out. So these ones I think are good. That one's okay. That needs something. No, it's cheesecloth. It'll hold down. This one needs. And that one needs. Gonna move this one over onto that one because that's fabric. It'll be okay. After a while, you get to know what kind of needs clothespins and what doesn't. They are fabulous tools. They really are. I have to use a wooden one. Okay, that's cheesecloth. It's okay. That's fabric. That's fabric. That's cheesecloth. That's okay. This is okay. This is good now. This one's good now. Those are good. These ones. These ones over here. Cheesecloth and fabric are okay. This was yarn. That's the orange stuff I need for the orange stuff. Yes, I do remember that. I never did that. That's one craft I didn't do. And it was all the rage. Fabric, orange stuff. And that's fabric. All right. So the ones with the clothespins on, I'm just going to leave for now. I'm going to go. Oh, this one needs. This one needs. Getting ahead of myself. All right. So now, this does not have to have a clothespin because it's cheesecloth and it holds pretty good. So let's decide what we want to put on there. How about something like a stamped image, and then the focal point? I don't know. Going around the corners on this. Yeah. So I don't want him covering the whole piece of cheesecloth. So I'm just going to put him up at the corner kind of thing. So I am covering some of the numbers. Hey, Sherry, welcome, hun. I am. Oh, I've got. Wow, have I got bits for my journals? I really, really do have lots of bits for my journals. And then how about if I do like the leaf, like this? Cheesecloth still showing, numbers are showing. I got stuff to doodle on. I could put just a drop or two of glitter glue or something on if I want to add some bling. I could sew a sequin to it, but I'm just going to do it like this. And I've got a glue bubble here. Where is my paper towel? I have a piece of paper towel. I have so much stuff, Chaz, for my journals. You have no idea. Oh, it's on the floor. What I need to do is make some journals. So I'm working on the rainbow one with Jean, but I also have probably 4 sitting to the left of me in various stages in the piles. So I can leave this as is, or I can still add to it. I'm going to doodle. I might add, like I say, a drop of glitter glue, maybe a diamond dot, because diamond dots aren't too thick. This is sturdy enough that I could use it as a tuck. You started a fall glue book? Nice. I can doodle on the leaves. Right, I remember you talking about that. You want to go to the Calgary Stampede. So I'm going to consider this ticket, although it's not a ticket, it's just a cluster. I ended up just making clusters, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave that at that. Something to doodle on. This one is down. I don't know. Let's use this H is going to be the focal point. So what do I want to put on that? Under the H. Maybe like a circle? Oh, I've got these little hearts I want to use as well, but I've got wooden circles. Little paper circles. So if I put a circle down, it covers where that is. Do a circle and then an H. That's kind of fun. Yes, no? So it's got the little bit of fiber. You know what? Maybe I just have to arrange it better, I think. So let's glue the circle. So it kind of covers the edge of this fabric. Little bit. Little bit. And then this H. Don't want to get so that the glue's coming out of the holes much. Like this. Like that. Paper towel. Smush. Paper buttons, I do, but they're all turquoise. I can make some. I can add paper buttons for sure. It's got an H. Now I can add a little bit of something here. You know, I can poke a hole in it and put some dangles on it. That could be kind of fun. So I've got this one as well. Let's do a big blue butterfly. Need bling. I think these need bling. I think that's my whole thing. They need some bling. A couple of drops of glitter paint or gold paint or something metallic. Oh, I've got all kinds of, you know what? I'll doodle them with like a bronze or a copper ink. There we go. The fibs are inspiring. I'll use this metallic ink and I'll doodle with it on them. Hey, I was going to cut out some of these flower things. Let's cut out a couple of those. I think I can put one on here and it would be very cute. I'm not fussy cutting. I'm going to wobble cut around this. My fussy cutting is not great. Got these little leaf things. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Yes, no? That is nice ink. It is Liquitex acrylic ink. So it cleans up with water, but it is permanent. I'm going to do this. And then I can come back and embellish with the glitter, the metallic inks. That one little piece of ribbon looks so sad by itself, so I might come and sew a bead on the end of it or something. Maybe I'll fringe it. Let's fringe it. Yes, in a tiny word. A tiny word. Let's find smaller scissors. Do I have smaller scissors here? I do. Cut it off. Didn't fringe it. Well, it's kind of fringed. It'll give it some frayability. That's better. That was too solid a thing. So then I can come and do like a sequin here. Oh, a sequin there would be really nice. Pull the threads. I can pull threads. Yeah, I pulled it right off because I didn't cut it nice. This isn't a cotton, so it's not going to fray nice. I'll leave it like that and I'll put a sequin on it. Something glittery. It'll be good. It will be good. Right? Right. So again, I should have done something else with this. Maybe I just need to add a little bit more fiber stuff to that. Let's pull out the bag and see what I can add. It's not going to be overly heavy. What about this? This ugly, tooly, ribbony stuff that also doesn't glue down worth a darn. I can put slivers of that. And that's going to add to this so it doesn't look quite so heavy. So I'm just going to add, oh yeah, that'll do it. That just adds, I don't know how well you can see that because it's so translucent. Let's see if I can put it on a colored background or a white background. Let's try it. I don't know how well you can see it. It's just a hint. I'm going to use that on all this fabric because no, I don't like that fabric. So we'll put some glue down and hope that these are going to stay. Where'd my toothpick go? Ha! Toothpick is gone. Someplace. Okay, so that's there. Then I'm going to take this butterfly and I'm going to add this butterfly to it. You know, I'm really not one for butterflies. Everybody adds butterflies. I think that's why I'm not a butterfly person. That's going to have a clothespin. So I'm going to take this one and put it on there. So that's the way it's going to look with the butterfly. Very pale pink stuff. And the fabric. That needs to dry. I'll put it over there for now. It does add a little bit of whimsy and color. But you know, I'd just as soon put a fish on it for whimsy. You know, that's just the way I roll. Okay. So we're working on, I've got this hot pink fun stuff. Let's do a butterfly stamp. Look, I got butterfly stamps around the corners. Let's just sort of circle cut it out. It's not going to be a perfect circle. I'm not fussy. Much to everybody's dismay, right? Sort of a circle. The reason I left it a little bit big is because that way I can add a little bit of something right there. So we have a butterfly and I could put a little leaf. Do I have a little leaf? What about a mustache? Got a mustache. Just want something very little there. Okay, so I'll come back and I'll put diamond dots on that. Yes, that too, Teresa. I can add some diamond dots to this. I'll outline it in the bronze or gold. I'm just getting them to a certain level and finishing them off. The word cute. How are you, Teresa? Your head isn't thinking good? You got a headache? Oh, that's that pink stuff again. So I have to add some of this. Oh, happy birthday, Beth. I had no idea it was your birthday, hon. So I cut this into like a little fringe thing. You can't see it because this is seriously like it's this stuff. So I'm gonna put this here like this. Like that. Stay there. Oh, all kinds of fibers and stuff all over the place. Then I'm going to put the word cute down to hold that down. Oh, nice. Did you find anything fun at the flea market? Oh, good. What did you find? Are you going to show on your channel later or? Don't want to add a stamp to this one. What about a pink maple leaf? Oh, I like that. That's fun. See, I turned it upside down again, guys. Plain piece of paper, turn it over to glue it. Oh, cool. knew you were going to stick. Let go. Let go. Thank you. Kind of worked. Kind of worked. Let's do this happy monkey. Salt shakers for your glitter. Awesome. I use salt shakers too. They work good. Needs a little bit of something else underneath them. Little bit of something else underneath them. Piece of painted paper? Anyone? What do you think? What does he need underneath him? Painty paper. How about I've got this little piece of yellow. Oh, right on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The bright color of something. Bright color of something. Oh, don't rip that. This is like Christmas paper, but it's polka dots. That could be fun. I'll wobble cut it. I'm gonna wobble cut this. Guess I could have tore it. But a little bit of wobble cutting never hurt. Just so it's an odd edge. Oh, you can't see the polka dots. Oh, yeah. You can if I go like this. Can't see the numbers. But that's okay. Don't have to see the numbers. Just because you put them down doesn't mean you have to see them. I can always come in and add more polka dots. I think I'll have to come in with some white paint and add some polka dots. Focus. Come on, camera. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. Getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Slow but sure. Just a little something. I have a G. Oh, see, I haven't even put any of those hearts on. I can come back and add hearts after. So if I've got a yellow G, what about... It's got to go this way because that's the way the numbers go. I put a black dot underneath. No, I need something to cover up that base that I put there. So how about a piece of... Nope. This. Piece of this. Something like that. Yeah. Like that. I'm going to have so much fun coming back and doodling on these and getting them complete. And the letter G. Trying to use up stuff, guys. You know, I've got so much stuff that needs to get used up. Now I'm going to have all these clusters, and I think what I'll have to do is just pull out one of the journals that I'm working on and just randomly add them all over the place. The way I do I haven't thought of randomly adding clusters. Then we can fray out this yarn a little bit more. I have to do that when my fingers aren't as gluey. And a blue butterfly. They're pretty big. What about a blue maple leaf? Blue maple leaf. Blue butterfly. I think this dark one's too big. Maybe. Yes, the leaf? Okay. Now that I've been using these die cuts, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a whole bunch more die cuts, and they're going to sit in that bin for another 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, I like the leaf. And like I say, I'm going to come in and doodle on these things after. I have this paper star that I sewed a sequin onto. It's got a bead, so it's a little big. Let's use that. I wonder if I could just glue it straight down. Let's see if I can just glue it straight down. Just going to trim this thread. Gotta have some. They are. They are. But as I say, they have now turned into clusters, not necessarily tickets, but I'm okay with that. Just a big blue butterfly. Or got a cute little frog. You know what? I like this. So if I put it like that, like that, and then the butterfly. Yep. And pick two. Pink. Pink. Something pink? Something pink. This is pink. Okay. That's pink. So if I put the pink here, like that. Then the butterfly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tulle. Oh, this stuff. Why not? I'm just gonna put it right there, right smack dab in the middle. Just like this. Then I'm gonna put the butterfly on top. And I want it to go right there. Right there. I'm gonna have to use a clothespin on this. Of course, I've got glue on the navy blue butterfly, so I'm definitely gonna have to decorate this one up. I know you can't see the tulle, but it's there. All right. We're getting there. Haven't started those strips yet. We will get to it. Oh, you know what would be cute? If I put the frog here and I did little paper like bugs and put them up on these things. That could be very cute. That could be very cute. I'm going to do the bugs while we're here. Oh, he's sort of even. All right. Glue squeeze on the paper towel. Then, where are they? Where are my... You know what? I can use these. No, I want these. It's what I want. So once again, we're going to use hole punch holes. Okay, Beth, thanks for visiting. Always nice to see you. We're going to use these and we're going to make some little buds. So I'll use white for the wings. I've got some white. Those are going to be wings. And I'll use red for the body. I guess I should do 3 of them, right? Odd number. It's always good to have an odd number. Or I try and have an odd number. Okay, I don't have much in the way of white dots. I'll have to cut some. Need to cut some white dots. Nope. All right. Get the hole punch. just regular, ordinary, like you're putting holes into, you know, for doing paper. Hole, like, yes, put holes in paper, but you know what I mean, like for loose leaf, if you put something in the binder. You know what? Oh, that's interesting. I just want, I'm going to use this. It's Christmas paper. All right. So, how I make little buds is I take the white ones, I take a pair of scissors, and I cut them in half. But first, I'm going to put some glue down on a piece of plastic or something and get another toothpick because I find it easier to work with toothpicks when I'm doing these little things. What am I going to put the glue on? Today. I have a lid covered in paint. Just like that, magic. So just on a lid, just going to put some glue down. Just like, and then we're going to cover this glue up because we can. Now, to do the buds, as I was saying, I take the white and I cut it in half. I do, really. Honest. Okay, so you've got two little things like that. And you've got the red that's going to be the bug. So then I take this. Like that. Stick. We're going to have an issue now because I've got so much glue on my fingers, they don't want to work. Come on. Come on. Let's try doing it this way. Put the glue on the body circle and then put the wing on instead of gluing the wing like usual because my hands are dirty. And then I need a black marker. This is one of these. This is how I do little buds, like little flies. I take a hole punch. I take one hole punch, I cut it in half, and I make two wings. And then I take a black marker and I put a dot for a head. Can you see them? Can you see them? Now I'm totally out of focus here. Come on, focus, camera. Sorry. Come on. Maybe it'll come into focus while I'm doing the others. Oh, doesn't want to play nice. Lost it. Lost it. It's over here. I don't know that I've got patience. I think a lot of it is more a case of I needed bugs for some reason, and it just came to me to make them like this. They are cute. They're just fiddly, 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 fiddly. But they're worth it, you know? It depends on what you're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so out of focus here. I'm just going to let them dry. Oh, back in focus. Yay. So as I said, I'm going to do 3. I'm going to put them up on this strand stuff. So it looks like he's got bugs to eat. You can make them like little bees, or I like doing them with a black body and white wings actually for flies. I guess I could have done that, but it's okay. It's okay. Of course, you can have the wings so that, you know, the rounded part is on the outside. Whichever way you like, you just got to do what you like to do. Or you can just draw them on. The thing is because I'm doing it on this, I have to make them. I can't just draw them onto here. Oh, this one looks like he's got 2 heads. It's okay. It's okay. It's just an illusion, right? Right. Okay. Toothpick. Lava glue on the yarn. Grab a bug. Put some glue on the back of the bug. Stick them on the yarn. Too bad the frog doesn't have his tongue sticking out. And of course, I'm trying to use up my scraps. And my way of using up scraps is using hole punches because it uses up so much of my papers. Bugs are cute, especially when they're just paper bugs. So he's got 3 little flies flying around his head. There. Yes, Kim squirreled. That shouldn't surprise you in the least. We have this one. What about a bee? Nice big bee with a. Oh, I've got this scribbly writing kind of stuff. Let's put that down. I'm just going to do these three. I'm going to leave those. I'll do them off screen because this has been just about 3 hours again. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me through my play. Up. E. And again, like I said, I'm going to come with that metallic ink and doodle on these. Don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. Probably the same kind of thing that I've done with these. How about... and I'm going to put some of those little hearts on there as well. We'll make them cute. Little butterfly? What about a melon or an orange or something? Look! A bug. How about if we do... Do I have a leaf? I could make a leaf and then put the bug on it. Oh, bye, Angela. I didn't realize you were here. Thanks for coming and visiting. I'm sorry if I missed saying hi to you. I need a leaf, a big green leaf. Let's make one. That doesn't surprise you either. Oh, where's that piece I just punched a bunch of holes on it? Right here. I'm just going to cut a leaf. Thanks for coming, Angela. So I've got a leaf. Let's add some veins to it. And again, like I say, I'm going to come in and doodle on this stuff. You know what? I'm just going to dip that in the glue like this. Like that. And I'm going to go as close to this bug as I can. It's not as cute as the ones that I just did. Well, I don't think he's as cute as the ones that I just did. Shaz, what time is it where you are? And it's actually Monday, isn't it? Monday morning, I think, for you. $6:45. Oh, wow. the middle of the night for you. Ladybug and a leaf and one of those pieces of pink fabric that I didn't remember to put that other stuff on it. Like that. All right, 2 more, 3 more. She did get up early to join us. So I think I need something like this flower. I think I'll put this key down first and then the flower on top. Oh, you're about to go to sleep shortly? Yeah, I've got a girlfriend here that does that too. She's up till about 7 in the morning and then goes to bed. So, do the key. I must have a die for doing these keys. Because I have no idea where else I would have got it. Oh, thanks, Anne. That was kind of fun. Okay. It's just a little bit of the orange underneath that, but that's okay. Didn't quite cover it. You're born in England? So that's kind of fun. It's got that onion bag stuff. I don't even know if that's onion bag. Seems almost fine to be an onion bag. Maybe it was like on fruit or something. Okay, so we did this one. It's very plain, just, the little butterfly. So that one's done. Just this one. And then I get to play with those off screen. And I really love this. I have to admit, I love that with the bugs. All right. What do we want to put? What do we want to put on here? How about if we do like an orange leaf and then a blue butterfly? Nope, not that blue butterfly. Orange leaf, this blue butterfly. Nope. No, that doesn't work. We could just do a blue butterfly. It needs something. Needs something, guys. Needs. How about if I cut out another bunch of these flowers? Let's cut this one out. Well, I'm going to have to go through all this stuff and figure out which is stuff I'm keeping and which is actually cut-offs, like trash. If I put this down and then a butterfly, has to be a dark butterfly though, doesn't it? I think that's what we determined, that the dark butterfly goes best. Flowers like this. And then butterfly like that. I like that. Yes, no, focus. Sorry, it's not in focus. Okay, 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 okay. Trying to do it so it covers up that anchor piece of orange that I put down. It's just glue down here. Pretty much just like that. Ah, had it. All right. So I never did get the tickets done that I said we were going to do, the altered tickets. I ended up doing all the paint things because, that's the way it rolls in my world. I appreciate you guys very much for being here and watching me sit and glue and figure out what I'm doing. It wasn't overly exciting today. Nothing that you guys have not seen before. Hey, didn't use this girl or boy or whatever, this jumpy person. I guess it'll have to go on one of these. Um, you know, I should do a whole bunch of stick people. Oh, sorry, Anne. No, 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 no. It's my camera. The camera isn't cooperating today. We're not having a happy camera day. Look, all these little bits, I'm just going to turf out. Garbage. These little bits are still ready to go. But don't you think I should do a whole bunch of little stick people and I could just put them everywhere as well? And like my chickens, I can use just a little piece of scrap paper and draw a stick person around it and cut it out like this, and I could just have a blast. Okay, new Kim bits coming up. Going to do a series of stick people because they're fun. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I didn't mean to be yelling at you to focus on. You know, on that note, as I say, I really appreciate you. I hope I have inspired you to create something different off the wall, something that is particularly you, you know, do it your way, your stuff, like that. So thanks again, guys. Hugs to you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.